Hello everyone, welcome back to Logic Binder. In this video, we shall see the difference between parse tree and syntax tree. A parse tree is direct representation of derivation of a string according to the grammar. Okay, it is also known as concrete syntax tree. Means it contains all non-terminal symbols, terminal symbols, production rules used in the derivation process. Coming to the syntax tree, it is also called as abstract syntax tree, and it is a simplified and more compact representation of same structure. It removes unnecessary grammar symbols and focuses only on the essential operators and operands. Example, E goes to E plus E or E star E or ID. We can derive the string ID star ID plus ID star ID. And the parse tree and syntax tree for this string derivation is like this. Here you can see. In the parse tree you will see the grammar symbols also. Coming to syntax tree, you will see only the operands and operators. Okay. In the parse tree, every grammar symbol is shown. The root node E and each application of the production rules is represented explicitly. Therefore, we can tell that the tree becomes larger and contains many intermediate nodes. In the syntax tree, only important components are left. The root node is here plus, which is an operator because it is the main operator. Its left child is ID and its right child is multiplication operator. The multiplication node further has two children, both ID. This representation is much simple and easier to process. Let us see the differences between the parse tree and syntax tree, which are nothing but two important representations used in our subject compiler design. Let's begin with the parse tree. A parse tree represents concrete structure or concrete syntax of a program. It follows the grammar rules exactly as they are defined. In a parse tree, the internal nodes are non-terminal symbols and the leaf nodes are terminal symbols like identifiers, operators, and keywords. Another characteristic of a parse tree is it contains extra structural information including nodes that simply show how the derivation was performed. Because of this, parse trees are usually large and more detailed. In practice, compilers rarely use parse tree as their main internal data structure because they contain a lot of unnecessary information. Now let's look at the syntax tree, which is also called as abstract syntax tree. A syntax tree represents abstract syntax of a program and focuses on the meaning of the program rather than the exact grammar used to generate it. In a syntax tree, the internal nodes are operators while the leaf nodes are operands like variables and constants. Since unnecessary grammar details are removed, syntax trees are much more compact and easier to process. This compact representation makes them ideal for later compiler phases like semantic analysis, optimization, and code generation also. We can conclude this topic by telling that a parse tree concentrates on how a program is derived from grammar rules, while the syntax tree concentrates on what the program means. Because of its simplicity and efficiency, the syntax tree is preferred representation used by most of the compilers. Thank you for watching.